Just short. So, I mean, I'd like to like mourn the death of Norbert, our therapy buddy. Okay, you know what I'm saying, not mourn, but like you know what I'm saying. I'd like to. I won't even go him, but if I, if I had to be on social media, I'd like to talk about light and fluffy stuff, but I can't. Okay, I can't. Okay, the American Indian is in a state of emergency, guys. That's all there's to it. Or am I being duped by that too? The thing is, who cares? Y'all got to concede to why would infinite consciousness make a simulation of a mining colony only? Stop deluding, stop deceiving yourselves. And the fact that Turtle Island or the Earth, but bare minimum, Turtle Island was caught breathing, found to be breathing underneath some area in what we call Ohio. And how do I know? Just I heard the man say it, just like that's how you know truth. He just came on and said it, like, okay, there's no reason for him to lie, no agenda, calm, no, you know what I'm saying, no energetic agenda whatsoever. So, and and that would not be added to a simulation only deal, meaning that throws a corkscrew in there. That would, like, if someone found that's unnecessary. It's a simulation. It's ones and zeros to show it breathing like the simulation itself is alive organically. To show that the simulation is organically alive would be counterproductive to the ones mandating that it's only a simulation. That's the problem with that. But the biggest thing is, I don't know why I'm so shocked at this Greece thing. I guess because I took philosophy like 101 at SEC College. And it's like, I never would have dreamed, wow, I never dreamed all these people endorse slavery. I never been endorsed slavery. And that all these people were just doing blood sacrifice, and these temples in Greece, and y'all just doing the same thing as everybody else. And then the Zulus, and then I'm hearing all this stuff. But what was talking about, whatever Zulu stuff, and I'm hearing now horrible, like, I mean, the violence. Come on now, everybody whining about, you know what I'm saying? It's why are the most violent, the ancestors, the children of the most violent, like, whining. I'm not saying that about like American Indians. I'm just making a point. I ain't saying about the Mesoamericans. I know that once the Southern Indian we call Mexican is not fixing to build a pyramid and start human sacrifice. I get that. We get that. But I had no idea that almost everything, all doctrines, all respect, all those we deem as like technologically superior, we're vampires and or cannibals. You get what I'm saying? We're shoving the doctrine and advice of vampires and cannibals down our children's throat without at least letting them know where the information came from. Okay? Blood collecting. Where do they, even if they weren't cannibals, they're blood collecting. They're not they're not killing the animal just to eat. That's what's called scarifice, a sacrifice. They're scarring the animal. Huh? Something needs the actual blood. That's why it's collected. Why would you collect the blood from an animal if something else didn't need it? If something else wasn't going to drink it? Make it make sense. It doesn't. So yes, I never thought at 56 I would feel more alien to this place, wherever it is. I mean, I feel connected to nothing. And I'm saying, like, and y'all like wanting to step on twin soul, like, that's the only way a living being can incarnate here. You can't be reproducing with whatever. You can't be having sex with whatever. So don't feel guilty of something. Well, I felt so guilty all these years. You became your mother quickly. I don't mean that in a traditional way. No, like literally, like monitoring through your mother. I thought you knew I couldn't have sex with your mother. Something was not allowing me to. Don't feel guilty. If something doesn't allow, like something just like stops you from having sex with the person you thought you're totally committed to forever. Well, one thing she didn't tell me about every incident, but she told me about the one. No, autistic people don't understand going to have sex for a job promotion. No, autistic don't like, no, what culture is that? That's no culture. You're going to have sacred energy exchange for a job promotion to make fictional fiat currency. And that's the reality we got to deal with. We don't, that's no culture. We don't understand it. And no, I never got involved if I'd known that. So that's basically when the relationship ended, is when we first moved in this house. And I just, well, damn, there's such a drive to work. And I don't know what I'm doing anyways. I'm just 20 day to day. Something, so some just live between 2.5 hour breaks, like, and caffeine pills, or maybe hit of a joint outside. And then you hit a joint. And it's, I mean, it's like, I'm like, but I never thought, like, you get laughed at for the perception of not having one, and laughed at just the same for the perception of having one, maybe too much. It's like, dude, that's, what I'm saying? I mean, I was like, because someone was like filming behind my pants one time, I'm stuck on that line that I fell through, and I'm like, what are they doing? Obviously, you see, that's the only time I walk normal. So the marijuana relaxes everything. That's not an erection. But what are y'all freaking out on? Oh, I mean, a feminine spirit plant is allowing my body to relax, and it's something to gawk at? I mean, it just I'm just not, autistic person ain't thinking about this stuff. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, there's nothing going on. There's no feeling different change. I don't know what y'all are looking at. Plus, yeah, guys, try drop. If you drink any sodas at all, try stopping completely. Yeah, it might drop a little. Yeah, I know that's shit I don't want to talk about during the Holocaust. I don't want to talk about this nonsense during our Holocaust, okay? But that is true. And so I'm being gawked at for, like, like I'm walking around with an erection or something. Because it relaxed and dropped as it should? It never made any fucking sense. Never. But again, like I said, and like this, my Baptist preacher, math teacher, whatever, he perceived it as like, he used to do like his little fingers up here, like, hey, I can't even do it. Like, I was like, okay, in front of the class. In front of the class, he was there showing, doing a little micro penis for me, like in front of I'm in a little Baptist school to be protected for it. It's like itsy bitsy thing. I didn't know to go tell my parents or go tell the principal. Do you understand? We don't know. So he just, I got spared from him, but he did eventually attack, my buddy, who got lulled in, like, going to church with him on Sundays, like spending way too much time with him. I think the man was married. This is an itsy bitsy Baptist school. You don't mess with us, escape the cult. And then I didn't escape the cult then, like when things were going wrong in my life, well, that's why. So I became super Christian. Even stopped listening to music. Not when I didn't read the Bible, I was like listening to it and recording the Bible I've already read twice, over and over the same passages. You don't come to no autistic person that's escaped the cult about the errors of the cult. We know the errors of the cult. Y'all want to remain? Remain. God bless. And it hates. So you keep using that word. God hates the Indian and almost has erased it. So therefore, you better look at the actual definition of the term, because that's a fact. Okay? So I don't know where I'm at. I don't know. And now that I know, I'm actually begging. I mean, the time we have to spend scrying on, I shouldn't be talking to y'all. Scrying on these black mirrors it's what? It's incomprehensible. And so we have to, the guy in the house had to live on this thing constantly just to get what? Food? You get food by going up to the tree and picking it off. Where do you think you get fucking food, idiots? God damn. You don't get food from ones and zeros in a computer. God. The thing is, food's no big deal. That's a given. That's like air. You don't work for air. You breathe your air. Food, you eat. Okay, when you eat some food, you reach up, you grab it, and you continue on with life. But no, we think it's a privilege to have something to put in our goddamn mouth. Why? Because we treat binary information in a computer as reality. Well, then be prepared to have your phone thrown back at you when you're starving and need something to eat.